This is not going to be a long video. I was kind of in and out watching these two games. A little bit busy today, so I wasn't as attentive to it as I was yesterday's two games. But look, I still stand by what I said before about Chelsea having a chance, or at least having had a chance in this tie. Most people didn't expect a scoreline like 3-0. Um, excuse me. I think what happened was Conte's game plan essentially went up in smoke when Messi put Barca ahead so early in the fourth minute. Um, I think Chelsea were content to come in seeking the goal on the counter. They were heading into this with a deficit of 1-1 on aggregate, with Barca having scored the away goal. But I mean, for the most part, Conte's plan, I think, was for the most part conservative, and it all just blew up in his face inside the opening minutes when Messi nutmegged the keeper. Good goal. From a tough angle to slot that in from as well. But Chelsea just were never the same. I think once that happened, they pretty much had to force themselves to open up and be susceptible to Barca. Um, and Messi just had a fantastic game as well. But I do think Conte, he's going to PSG next season, if the rumors are true. Um, I do think Conte's a decent coach. I really am a fan of what he did with the Italian national team back in Euro 2016. I think Italy would have qualified for the World Cup if he stayed at the helm. But that's besides the point. Chelsea, they did just about what could be expected of them. They were not the favorite coming through this tie. I always thought they had a chance. And I don't think the 4-1 aggregate score is really reflective of both teams' overall quality in conjunction and comparison to each other. But, I thought Chelsea were a little bit unlucky in the opening minutes of this game, and Barcelona just capitalized on that. But Barca, look, I mean, I'll say it again. I picked Barca to win the Champions League. I'm still sticking by them, and I think the main point of what will be their success, I think, is the defense. This is the best Barca defense that they've had in a long time. I think Valverde has got the back line figured out, and the only teams I can really see stopping Barca are Real and Bayern. Maybe Manchester City, but Manchester City, I'm still a little suspicious. There's a little bit of suspect there. They didn't close out well against Basel, and even though it may have been partially due to them having pretty much won the tie in the first leg, still, any professional team is going to go into that match and not let their guard down. And I feel like they did. So I'm a little bit iffy on Man City. I don't know if losing that second leg is indicative of them possibly being unable to go the full distance, but we'll see. But this video is not about Man City. I view Barca as the slight favorite to win it. I think maybe Real is second because they are the defending champions, and you can't go against. It's hard to pick. It's hard to go against Real, to be honest. And then I think Bayern is right up there in third. Speaking of Bayern, I was really happy that we closed out professionally, winning both legs. A little bit afraid maybe we would have went with the Man City or the Liverpool route, taking the foot off the gas pedal for a little bit, but we didn't. We won the second leg relatively comfortably. It's a great stadium atmosphere with Besiktas. Their fans were pretty incredible, supporting their team no matter what. I'm glad Besiktas got a consolation goal to make it respectable. They almost equalized, made it come from behind 2-0 to make it 2-2. So, unfortunately, the Bayern Besiktas second leg was earlier in the day where I was most busy, so I did not get to watch the entire match. Still busy during the Barca Chelsea, but I did tune into more of that than I did the previous game. But I still think what I said stands. I mean, there's not much else to elaborate on. We now have the 8 teams that are in the quarterfinals. We know the identity of all of them. Um, so it's going to be interesting. The Champions League quarterfinal draw is this Friday. I have a feeling, as a Bayern fan, I have a feeling we're going to get. There's two teams that come to mind. I have a feeling we're going to get one of these two teams. I think we're either going to get Man City or we're going to get Roma. We're either going to get a team that we should absolutely 100% beat up on, or we're going to get an epic clash against one of the favorites to win the thing. That's what I think is going to happen. I think it's going to be Man City or it's going to be Roma. If we can win the title by beating Man City, Barca, and Real in that order, from the quarterfinals, the semifinals, the final, I'll be a very happy man. I want to beat the very best. So we'll see the draw. We'll see. I'll give a reaction on Friday to the Champions League quarterfinal draw. And we'll see. What do you think is going to be the draw results? I know that's pretty much almost impossible to predict with all the combination of possible scenarios, but just for fun, tell me who you think it's going to be. Who's going to play who? I'll see you, hopefully, God willing, tomorrow. Have a good one. Much love. Peace.